What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignore I'd rather be a dreamer. I'd rather be free. I'd rather be a leader. I'd rather be a queen. I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer. I'd rather be clean. I'd rather be a poser in a magazine. I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
You're gonna pull those pistols and whistle Dixie.
It's plain and simple, dear. I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn. Your pawn. Your pawn. My love wasn't ever a game. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. You can double down. I'll still be a proud haven for your love is never love. A river through your bluff, I will be.
Good evening, everyone. It is once again time for us to speak the truth that others may or may not be prepared to hear. Time for you to walk briskly around your premises, ensuring that all devices are on olginnuginmedia.com on Twitch. Make sure all those browsers are set. What's up, Spidey? How are you doing, my friend? Let's get into it. I was planning on talking about 6 days in Fallujah tonight. That's what we talked about last night that we were going to do. But I kind of want to wait until that story develops a little bit more. And I kind of want to give the dev that I reached out to time to kind of, see if he wants to be on the show. Because I think that would make that a lot cooler, a lot more interesting if we can actually have him on the show to talk about everything he's going through with that title. Them trying to cancel the game, cancel culture at its best, even in the gaming world. But I decided on a different topic for tonight, something that has kind of gotten my goat, if you will, for quite some time. And it's what we're going to talk about in our first segment tonight. And that is all about gaming glasses, the blue light gaming glasses, and what a scam they truly are. There are a lot of them out there. As you know, there's Gunner, there's Gamer Advantage, there's all these different brands that claim to reduce eye strain, block digital blue light. They claim that they'll make you less tired, that you'll sleep better, it'll prevent dry eye, and they even say that they will prevent eye disease. Godzuki, what is up, my man? How are you? Yeah, we're pretty much talking about all of them, Spidey, but the biggest claim they make is about the blue light. So I'm kind of going to focus on that with the research I have to back it up. Absolutely, it is, Spidey. Godzuki, man. I met this gent at the Microsoft store in downtown Dallas during the Xbox One X launch. So that's been a while. That has been a while. Yeah, I've taken a break from streaming and come back, Godzuki. Not doing gaming anymore, but doing a talk show and podcast now about streaming and gaming. Pretty hard hitting. If you want to check out some of the past episodes, they're on the VODs and, of course, on our YouTube as well. Which reminds me, if you're listening to the podcast, pre-recorded, of course, because I upload all of these as a podcast afterward, you can check out the show live at www.twitch.tv/Old Gen New Gen Media. You can also check it out video on demand in the same place on Twitch. Or you can check out our YouTube at Old Gen New Gen. Just search Old Gen New Gen on YouTube, and all of the shows are uploaded there as well. The podcast is available on the Google Play Podcast Store. It's available through Spotify. It's also available through Amazon and Audible as well. All of those places you can listen to the podcast. The only one that we're waiting on approval for now is iTunes. And we should be up on iTunes pretty soon. So there we go. Yeah, there's so many gaming products that you could bring up. The power wristbands, the gaming gloves, the sticky hand, gamer goo stuff, that they sell. There's so many different things that we could talk about. But tonight we're talking about the gaming glasses. And, there's been a real emphasis on these in the past, about year and a half, pretty much since we've been going through the pandemic, right? I mean, they were out before then. I remember when they first kind of hit the market, and I was still on Mixer at the time, and it was when Gunner had really kind of just started getting going, right, and launching their product. And I remember a lot of streamers on Mixer were getting, what they were calling sponsorships. But, as we know, a sponsorship is not really a sponsorship if you have to sell the product in order to get a percentage. That is an affiliate program. That is not a sponsorship. But they were wearing these goofy looking glasses on their streams and just talking about how great they were, and oh my gosh, I'm less tired. I don't have headaches anymore. I'm sleeping better. My eyes don't hurt. It cleared up my gonorrhea. I mean, just all these different things that we're saying about these glasses, right? And at the time, the only ones that were out, or the only ones they had anyway, were those big, like, aviator type looking ones that were huge. And I remember a lot of the lady streamers on Mixer, especially this one that she was really kind of a small girl, right? And she had those big aviators on. I swear to God, she looked like this with those things on. I mean, it was the goofiest thing I had ever seen in my life. And of course, they were making all these claims about these glasses. And then, slowly but surely, they just kind of stopped wearing them and they went away. You didn't see them wearing them anymore. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well. Maybe they just weren't selling any many. Maybe they weren't comfortable. I don't know. But those glasses, some places call them just computer glasses. I know a lot of online book clubs also sell some blue light blocking glasses. So during the pandemic, when everybody, was, and a lot of people still are, spending a lot of time at home playing games, reading books on their PC, on their laptops, watching a lot more TV, all that good stuff, there was a huge increase in sales of these glasses. The book club eyewear company actually had some statistics about this. And they say that the sales for their blue light glasses through March and April of 2020 rose 116% over the same time in 2019. With, at the time of that study, the surge was still continuing. And the source from this is the Business of Fashion. 360 Research Reports, which is a market research company, says the global market for blue light eyewear will increase to $28 million by 2024, up from 19 million in 2020. So their marketing schemes are obviously working, because there are some people that are buying into this, that these things must work. Hey, you too, buddy. Thank you so much. It was good to see you. That these things, must work. Maybe there are people that suffer from eye strain. Maybe there are people that are, believing the hype that they'll help you sleep better. Yeah, absolutely, Spidey. Using social media, online personalities like we talked about, all that stuff. So, do they really work? Because, will you just go off of what these companies say? Because the only things I've been able to find that back up their claims of less headaches, less eye strain, better sleep, prevent dry eyes, prevent disease, eye disease, all that, are the companies that are selling them. That's the only place that I've been able to find any evidence, that backs that up. So, Oljan, where are you getting this? Where are you saying that these glasses are a scam? Okay. Well, the American Academy of Ophthalmology. How about that? They say flat out, you don't need blue light blocker eyewear, and they have gone on record as not recommending any type of special eyewear for computer users. Exactly, Spidey. If you're having headaches, go see a doctor. But I agree with you about the placebo effect. I think, we can convince ourselves and talk ourselves into almost anything, right? That's kind of, the science behind, back in the days of like medicine men and witch doctors and things like that. That's why, when people would go to see the medicine man or the witch doctor, they would get better because they believed that they would get better, right? And a lot of times people did get better. And then, sometimes people died. So the medicine men said, well, their faith wasn't strong enough, or whatever the case may be. But the American Academy of Ophthalmology also says, what about the claims for disease that these companies are making? That they help, special eyewear helps prevent disease. They say blue light from digital devices does not lead to eye disease, and furthermore, doesn't even cause eye strain. The problems people complain about are simply caused by overuse of digital devices. What if it itches under your arm? You may want to check under there for a sandwich stack. Maybe you dropped a sandwich down in there and forgot about it, or a cupcake or something like that. Yeah, that's one of the things that they talk about, making adjustments like that, Spotty. I'm glad you brought that up, because they do give some tips on things that actually work to help prevent eye strain. This information you can actually find on WebMD. Now, if you follow a link that WebMD has on this subject and actually go to the American Academy of Ophthalmology's webpage, they go into a little bit more detail than what is available on the WebMD article. And no cupcakes. What about brownies? Or maybe a piece of cornbread or something. I'm just throwing out ideas here. Maybe a Ritz cracker. On their actual website, and again, we're talking about the American Academy of Ophthalmology, they go on to say there is no scientific evidence that light coming from computer screens is damaging to the eyes. Because of this, the Academy does not recommend any special eyewear for computer use. And again, you can go straight to the American Academy of Ophthalmology's webpage and read that for yourself. In this case, WebMD is telling you that it's not cancer stack. They're telling you that you're going to be fine. You don't need to spend any money on any special goggles and look like you're the Tom Cruise Top Gun imitator of gaming glasses or anything like that. Further information on the webpage, there's more. Okay, we're not even done yet of the information they have available on this. They go on to say the amount of light coming from a computer screen has never been demonstrated to cause any eye disease. A study reprinted by the National Library of Medicine found no measurable UVA or UVB radiation, which is the most harmful part of light, from computer screens. So let that sink in for just a minute. The National Library of Medicine found no measurable UVA or UVB radiation from computer screens. So what you can gather from that, along with, everything else that we've learned tonight, is that everything that these gaming glasses companies or computer glasses companies or whatever they're calling themselves are telling you, it's all bullshit. It's all complete bullshit. They're just trying to get you to buy a product that you don't even need. And the claims that they're making about their products, about what they prevent, about their benefits, so on and so forth, it's all complete horseshit. Right, JL, totally selling fear. So maybe you live in the UK. Maybe guy on the mic is watching this, or maybe he'll watch the VOD and he'll say, well, maybe I don't trust the American Academy of Ophthalmology. Maybe us in the UK, maybe our eyes are a bit different. I know my British accent is bad. I got to work on it with Guy. So if that's not enough proof for you, let's hear from the United Kingdom, the College of Optometrists in the United Kingdom. On their webpage, they state, and I quote, the best scientific evidence currently available does not support the use of blue blocking spectacle lenses. I think it's kind of funny that in the UK they have to call it spectacles. Blue blocking spectacle lenses in the general population to improve visual performance, alleviate the symptoms of eye fatigue or visual discomfort, improve sleep quality, or conserve macula health. So there is another world-leading eye healthcare organization telling you that all of these claims are false. Oh, absolutely, Spidey. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're thinking. Oh, well, if so-and-so on Twitch, says that these glasses work, then they must work. I won't listen to PhD doctors. I won't listen to a board of ophthalmologists or a college of optometrists from the UK. If so-and-so on Twitch or YouTube says they're great, then I'm going to buy them. I'll go without food this week so I can have these glasses. Exactly. I mean, you're exactly right. Superfood. What is a Texas superfood stack? I've never even heard of that. Okay, I got to hear what he comes up with now. What is a Texas superfood? Hey, what's up, Pan? Yeah, I started last a week from Saturday, but not games. We're doing a talk show and podcast. Skinny, yeah, that is totally a skinny penis type promo, isn't it, Giant? Totally. Want a burger? Whataburger? What? No, this is not a Whataburger shirt. This is a Under Armour shirt. Oh yeah, well yeah, Whataburger is a Texas superfood. I thought you were asking if my shirt, because it's kind of Whataburger colors, right? I thought you were asking if my shirt was a Whataburger shirt, because it could be. It's the right color. I was like, oh, he thinks I have a Whataburger shirt on. Yeah, we're gonna hear from Skinny Penis probably Tuesday. Skinny Penis reached out to me and let me know he didn't have a video quite ready for us tonight, but he's going to have one for us Tuesday. So we'll be hearing from the amazingly untalented Skinny Penis on Tuesday. An LED flashlight? Well, I don't know. Maybe if it was pointed at your glasses. I don't know. Oh, you're in Waco now? Oh, that's cool. You got out of Odessa, huh? Good for you. God almighty, any place on earth is better than Midland, Odessa. Okay, so Texas superfoods are a diet supplement made from the vine ripened vegetables that is commercials everywhere. Okay, I don't guess I know what you're talking about. Maybe post a link for, you're a mod, you can post a link and maybe we can check it out. So back to these gaming glasses. Again, the only information I could find that would back up any of these claims or touting the benefits of these glasses, again, they're from the companies selling the friggin' glasses, right? And what was kind of funny to me was that in that article on WebMD, the only person they could find was some guy who works at an iMart in Decatur, Georgia. So that really kind of made me chuckle. That's the only person they could find to back up that article. Because of course the iMart, you can go when you go get a prescription filled for glasses, right? One of the things that they try to upsell you is blue light blocker. Okay, you don't have to buy special gaming glasses or anything like that. Okay, you can get them on just regular prescription glasses, and vice versa. If you order gaming glasses from Gunner or Gamer Advantage or one of these places, they have a service where you can send your prescription in and actually get prescription gamer glasses. Okay, so trust no one from Decatur, Georgia. Why is that, Stack? Why do we need hey, guy, are you familiar with the College of Optometrists in the United Kingdom? And you missed my UK impersonation also. You missed my UK impersonation. You're not familiar with the college? Well, I don't know where they're located, but I want you to make a trip there and do a video for us, do a walkthrough of the College of Optometrists and ask them about gaming glasses. Okay, could you do that for us, guy? I don't know how far they are from Cornwall, but I think that would be a great field trip for you. Oh, ready to eat meals. You know about like Blue Chef or whatever? What is it? Blue Chef? Blue Rhino? I think Blue Rhino is like insurance, right? I'm not exactly sure what Blue Chef is. So, okay, let's look at this superfood stuff. I got to check this out. Texas, since I live in Texas, I got to check out this Texas superfood stuff. Let's take a look at this. Okay. All right, let me show you guys the screen here. Okay. Texas superfood. We're kind of getting off topic here a little bit, but let's take a look at this real quick. Capsule. Oh, they've got a 5-star rating. Oh, look at that. Whole food nutrition, a simple solution. A whole food dietary supplement that's made from a special combination of 55 raw vine-ripened fruits, vegetables, algae. How I don't want to eat algae. Algae's fucking disgusting. Herbs, grasses, and enzymes. This potent mix of nutrients helps support your physical energy and performance. What kind of performance? Quality of sleep, mental focus, balanced weight, clear skin, and elevated mood, and also reinforces organ health and function. Boy, that is that's a lot of friggin' claims right there. Yeah, I agree, Giant Little. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like barbecue or a brisket at all to me. Yeah, it must, Spidey, with all these claims that they're making here. Let's read some of these reviews. I think this will be fun. Stacky bought some? Dude, come on. It won't let me. Oh, this is such BS right here, man. You can't even click on the reviews. Okay, they're $55 a bottle. So there's 136 reviews, and they're supposedly 5 stars, but you can't click on any of the reviews and read them. What is up with this, man? Because this is just like a brochure. Okay, yeah, okay. This is the USDA whatcha-who's it about what's in it. Oh, of course, they've got a Bible verse here, John 3:16, America's original superfood food. Because you know that they're legit if they've got a Bible verse. You know they are. Well, I'm disappointed that we can't read these reviews. Whatever, man. Whatever. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Amazon? Oh, God. Do we really want to look at Amazon? All right. Let me see if I can find. Let me see. Okay. Stacky's got us all on a tangent here. We got to get back to our main topic here, but that's okay. Okay. We're a flowing, living, breathing show. We don't have to stay directly on topic. Let's see. Exactly, Johnny. I mean, totally. All right, let's take a look at this. Texas Superfood reviews. See Texas Superfood reviews. This is just more crap. Oh, I found it. All right, hang on. Let me switch the screen. Okay. Okay, so over here on Amazon, they've only got 64% 5-star reviews. And the very first one says poor value. The very first one says poor value, very expensive. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's great. Oh, here we go. Here's the first one from the United States right here. Oh my God. Verified purchase. Expensive waste of money for no results. Very expensive and did absolutely nothing at all for my health or overall well-being. No greater amount of energy, nothing. Contacted the company for their so-called money-back guarantee, but they never responded to my request. On top of that, the product tastes horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's great. This person says, this was bought for my mom. Ordering and receiving was fast and easy. Well, of course it was. My mom said she really noticed no difference in taking the supplement and not taking it. Wow. Unbelievable. This guy says, came in the pouch and not canister. Flavor is awful. Tastes like beef ramen noodle seasoning and expected to mix with water and drink. I've tried mixing with foods, soup, etc. Absolutely ruins flavor of anything it touches. Also, it's super expensive. Oh man, that is great. That is freaking fantastic. Okay. All right, all right. So while we're on this, since we're talking about, let's do this. Let's talk about some gamer glasses reviews. I'm just curious, since that's kind of our topic tonight, right? Okay. See gamer glasses reviews. Oh, dude, it's just what? Okay, maybe we need to go to all. Maybe that's our problem. I think the problem is I'm using fucking Bing. That's the problem. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. Amazon. Well, it's the default browser on friggin' Edge, and I quit using Chrome because it's such a RAM hog. Okay, let's look at these. Let's see if we can find some reviews on the Gunners. Damn. So here's some false claims right here. The glasses filter 100% of UVA and UVB light. Whatever. Okay, where are the reviews? Okay, hang on, my headphones quit because they went too long with no sound going through them. No reviews, man. Oh no, here we go. Okay, Homeboy says they're amazing. So, like Spidey says, this is probably written by an employee. Like a warm bath for your eyes, this person says. Okay, so I have a feeling that all these top ones that are 4 and 5 stars are, like Spidey says, written by employees. So here we are. We're getting down to real reviews now, okay? Oddly ineffective. Yeah, look at that. Nobody reviews like that, Spidey. Good point. Nobody writes a friggin' book on a review. Those are employees. You're right. Okay, here we go. Oddly ineffective. Had these things for over 2 months. Daily use. Not sure if it's the glasses, my use of them, or what. Well, I mean, there's only one way to use glasses. You put them on your face. But their effectiveness in the face of daily use has fallen noticeably. I was hoping for a sunglasses effect, similar to what you have during the day, wearing a pair of sunglasses in a tropical environment. It didn't happen. Not sure if it was the tint, but eyes felt if they were not being protective in an effective manner. Okay, and this one even says fake product on it. The frames were black. That's the only thing similar from what I bought to what I received. Wrong frames, wrong lenses, no labels. Didn't come in the Gunner box bag like it suggested. Interesting. This guy says, this guy says that they're great at blocking eye strain, but not a good fit. I have a large head. Glasses always fit very tightly on me. These feel so nice. Not tight at all. Okay, so there's a positive. Okay. This guy says they could be better. He says that he had a reduction in migraine symptoms. But like we saw from actual medical professionals, that's probably a placebo effect, right? Cons: unlike other gunner glasses, they are the opposite of stylish. However, the large lenses, I suppose, are meant to block more blue light, but wraparounds would have been better. Lenses are plastic and smudge easily. Okay, here's one in Spanish, so I can't read that one. They do need some RGB. Did you? All these are in Spanish now. Okay, I guess we're done with that, since everything else is not in English. I can't read Spanish yet. Sorry. Okay, so interesting. Speaking of RGB things that you wear, have you guys seen the Razer Rgb Mask that they're selling? It turned out, it started out as just like a concept thing. They're supposed to prevent eye strain and headaches and all that. But as we've been reading from reputable sources like the American Academy of Ophthalmology and the College of Optometrists in the United Kingdom, it's all bullshit. It's all complete bullshit. They're a complete scam. Okay, let me see if I can find those Razer. I kind of like this. My kind of idea for the show was not, to be so concrete tied to topics, because there's a talk radio station, sports station that I like down here in Dallas, and this is what they kind of do. They just kind of sit around and shoot the shit for all their shows, and sometimes they have a topic and sometimes they don't. But okay, here we go. I think I found it. Gaming socks? I don't know. That may be, those might be legit, because I thought reading socks were BS, but during that super cold snap we had, wifey and I were thankful for the reading socks we had. Okay, so here we go. All right. So they're calling them Project Hazel. And these are a mask with a built-in filter that Razer is making, and they actually have RGB built in. That's what made me think about it when you mentioned RGB for the glasses. These actually have RGB built in. I don't know if you can change the colors or not. Maybe on this black one it's always green. Maybe on the white one it's always white. I don't know. But yeah, they're actually making these. They were just a concept thing to begin with, but they are coming out with these masks. I think I saw something else about it. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, here we go. Razer is actually making its concept RGB face mask. Razer says it's planning to ship its concept reusable N95 face mask. Unveiled back in January, Project Hazel includes active disc type ventilators, chroma RGB lighting, and Giant Little's going to buy one, so I some now because they have voice projection. He's buying some. Oh yeah, they're definitely reusable because I'm sure they're not going to be cheap. And look at that fancy case they come in when the video rolls back around there. Look at that. The mask is also transparent, allowing for lip reading and the ability to see facial cues when you talk to people. So, they're claiming 95% bacterial filtration efficiency, but the voice projection, because that's one of the biggest complaints, when somebody wears a mask, right, is that it's hard to hear them. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, at first glance, it seems kind of weird, but I don't know. Some people may like. I can see Giant. Like I said, I can see Giant Little wearing them and using the voice projection, walking around the grocery store. Yes, where is your cream of spinach? I can see him doing that now. Sound exactly like stormtroopers. These are not the droids you're looking for. This is not the virus I was looking for. Absolutely. All right. Let's get back on topic. Back to the gaming glasses and the scam that they are, and what you can do to really help with eye strain that actually will help you and will actually work. Another interesting thing that the American Academy of Ophthalmology said in their article was, we have been getting plenty of blue light since the beginning of time from something called the sun. Most of the blue light that human beings have experienced in their eyeballs since the beginning of time comes from the sun. So that really kind of made me laugh a little bit. I mean, in all TV screens, right? Ever since we were kids. So, yeah, I don't know. My mom used to tell me, don't sit too close to the TV. You're going to ruin your eyes. Maybe there was something to that. But if I had, this information now and I could go back in time, I would tell her, that's bullshit, Mom. But I grew up in the time that your parents could hit you, and mine did. So maybe that wouldn't be such a great idea. You know what? I didn't even think about that, Spidey. That is a hell of a point. The VR goggles. If we're so worried about blue light and what it does to our eyes, why are we strapping virtual reality goggles to our face? Why? That's a great point. Kudos to Spidey. That is a hell of a point. That's what I'm going to bring up the next time I have a discussion about somebody like this, with somebody about this. Because I did a co-stream a couple years ago, a talk show, and this guy sat there and argued with me that these glasses work and they're great, and he didn't even have any. And they're great, and they do this, and they do everything they say that they do, and they really do work, and all this other shit. And people in his chat were saying all that too, but I didn't know all this other information then either, because the glasses were so new that a lot of this research probably wasn't even done yet by real medical professionals that we've been quoting and talking about tonight. But yeah, VR goggles, that is a hell of a good point. And you're right, they do give you headaches after long usage. You're exactly right. And from overuse, which is the same reason that computer screens and your phone and everything else gives you headaches, gives you dry eyes, gives you, all these other things that these glasses claim that they prevent. Absolutely. Which brings us to, according to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, the United Kingdom College of Optometrists, real medical eyeball professionals, what are some real things that we can do to ease eye strain? Guy, buddy, you do have some thick glasses, my friend. You really do. I love you, but your glasses are pretty thick. I think I could put your glasses on and see the future. I think I could take your glasses to the horse track and see tomorrow's race and become a millionaire overnight. Got a better chance than you have. We do have people from time to time that do come on and allow us to take a break, Pan. Since some of you weren't here last night, we'll go ahead and play last night's advertiser again and take a short break, and then we'll be right back with things that you actually can do to ease eye strain. Hey folks, get on down here to Really Used Cars. We got some low prices on some great vehicles we can get you in today. First up, we got a 1984 Mikhail Gorbachev edition Dacia. Now this does have the Mikhail Gorbachev birthmark on the forehead. You know, that thing looks like a bird diarrhea right up here. That is embroidered on the headrest on the back of this vehicle. Very primo, very sought after feature right there, folks. Now this car does have high miles, but it features speed holes. Now those are not bullet holes, folks. Those are speed holes. Now what does a speed hole do, you might ask? Well, you know how wind creates resistance against something solid? Well, what the speed holes do is they allow that wind to pass right through. And therefore, Shazam, super speed, folks. Super speed from the speed holes. Next up, we got a 1987 primo condition sport utility UAZ. As in, get UAZ down here and buy this car, because it won't last long, folks. This car is in primo condition. It also has high miles. And we've discounted it so low, folks, because when it came in, for some reason, it had blood all over the seats and something in the back that might have been brain matter. We don't really know, but get your ass down here and get your ass in this car. Last but not least, it is the special of the day. We've got a 1979 powder blue hatchback. Now, this car has one owner. Now, you may not believe that, folks, but it was an old lady from Crystal Lake, New Jersey. This car has just had a new battery installed, and it was involved in some sort of accident called car carnage, which is why it's at such a low price. Now, this car has got balls, folks, and I do mean literal balls. We find a severed scrotum attached to the dash. But look at the price, folks, $7.99. You can't beat it. Get on down here to Really Used Cars. We're going to put you in a new ride today. Okay, all right, there we go. For those of you that missed it last night, there is our new ad from Really Used Cars. The super speed, yeah, that's something we used to talk a lot about back when we played a lot of PUBG on the channel. So, yeah, our favorite advertiser, Skinny Penis, will be back on Tuesday with a new ad, so make sure you're here for that. And he may have some new gaming glasses of his own to show us. So make sure you're here Tuesday night at 8 for the return of Skinny Penis. Okay, so back to what can you do that will really help you if you have eye strain. And again, this is from American Academy of Ophthalmology and the United Kingdom College of Optometrists. People that are doctors, eye doctors, that really know facts about your eyeballs. You can't see more than one ad. That's my limit. That's my limit right there. Mainly because I only have one ad queued up on OBS at a time. So, yes, you can only see one ad. Okay, so first recommendation that they give is, of course, like Pan said, obviously take regular breaks. They suggest using the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, shift your eyes to look at an object that's at least 20 feet away from your screen for at least 20 seconds. Pretty simple, easy to remember, right? They suggest sitting about 25 You used to say this stream is garbage. Now it's this show is garbage, huh? Well, see, you need to let me spend more money and make more upgrades. They suggest sitting about 25 inches, an arm's length away from your computer screen. Position the screen so you are gazing slightly downward. I don't know if I agree with that one or not. I think I like mine eye level, but I digress. When your eyes feel dry, I can't either, Spidey. When your eyes feel dry, use artificial tears to freshen them. So, I mean, I think they're talking about like Visine or whatever. Now, this is something that Giant Little I know has done because he has a problem with eye strain. And they suggest adjust your room lighting and try increasing the contrast on your screen to reduce eye strain. Use a matte screen filter. Scream at your screen. No, use a matte screen filter if needed. I know Giant Little has adjusted the light in his room because he works in there during the day, and of course he also games in there at night when he gets a chance to game. So he's like I know he changed the lighting to kind of help with eye strain, and also so it doesn't feel like he's still at work. So yeah, makes sense. If you wear contact, you rotate throughout the day. Are you talking about you rotate on your chair, or are you rotating lights around? Hey, what's up, Much Radio? How are you, man? Thank you. Thank you so much for the welcome back. Colors. Does rotating on your chair also help? Do you get in a fight with your wife and she comes down there and says, sit on it and rotate, Giant? No? Okay. If you wear contact lenses, give your eyes a break by wearing your glasses. Okay, so that's just common sense, right? Whoa, Spidey. Whoa. Whoa. Spotty is new and he found us through Jiggy, but I sure like you a lot, man. I'm glad that you found us. You are a real joy to have around. I appreciate you a lot. So yeah, if you wear your contact lenses, take them off, pop them out, not your eyeballs, the lenses, and wear your glasses instead. So pretty much common sense, right? As a lot of these things, with dealing with eye strain are, don't spend, hundreds of dollars on gaming glasses or blue light blocking glasses because, as we've seen, it's all BS. Don't do it. So let's go ahead and get into our second segment. And we've talked a little bit on the show. We've talked a lot about Xbox on the show. We've even had Unstacking them come in and tell us about his love for Xbox and the Gators' love for Xbox. And we've talked about, Xbox and Microsoft buying up all these studios. We had a whole segment about that in a previous episode. But we haven't talked a lot about PlayStation. And a lot of that is there just hasn't really been a whole lot to say about PlayStation. And that really kind of got me to thinking, why is that? Stacky says because Xbox rules. Okay, well, that's kind of one of the things I'm about to talk about is right now they kind of are ruling in the console market, right? And that's why I titled this segment, Is PlayStation in Trouble? I really kind of think Sony needs to do more than they are right now with this next console generation. And they need to do more to adapt to the threat that Xbox is posing to them and the threat that Game Pass is posing. Because when you look at it, with Xbox acquiring all of these studios and them bringing all of these titles to Game Pass, PlayStation is really they're kind of getting backed into a corner here, right? They kind of feel like it kind of feels like they're getting into a bit of a disadvantage in the console market. I mean, they're still going to have some great exclusives like, Horizon Zero West and some of the other in-house titles that they have. But, more and more, like I said, it just feels like they're kind of getting backed into a corner where they may not have access to a lot of these great. I mean, like, for example, are we not going to see the next installment in the Elder Scrolls series? Are we not going to see it available for PlayStation? Because Xbox and Microsoft own Bethesda now? Are we not going to see Fallout? When Fallout 6 comes out, are we not going to see that for the PlayStation because it's owned by Xbox and Microsoft now? I would be really concerned if I was PlayStation. If I was a PlayStation fanboy, if I was a PlayStation only guy, I would be concerned. While Microsoft and Xbox are acquiring all of these game studios, PlayStation is doing exactly the opposite. Last month, they announced that they are shutting down their Japan studios. So they're kind of going backwards. One thing that Stacky brought up, the PlayStation dashboard is terrible. That has been one of the biggest criticisms of the PlayStation 5, is that it has a very poor, very unintuitive dashboard. And another thing has been, there's been a lot of bad press about the DualSense joysticks on the PlayStation 5 having a lot of drift. If you've been paying attention to gaming media at all, that has been all over Twitter. It's been all over the gaming websites, all the gaming news sites. The drift problem with the PlayStation 5 controllers. There are all kinds of fixes out there. I don't know if any of them work, but it has been a huge problem, and they are receiving a lot of bad press because of it. And it's kind of sad to see PlayStation be in this, predicament, I guess you would have to say. Because if you look back, really, that's interesting, Spidey. Some of the fixes breaks the warranty. That's not cool. But if you think back to, 5 to 7 years ago, PlayStation was dominating the console market. Because if you recall, the Xbox One, I'm talking about the day one Xbox One, they had a terrible launch. If you remember, it was a botched launch. The Xbox One had a lot of overheating problems. If you remember, it had a stock supply issue. And of course, the overheating problems, I think, were the biggest thing that I remember about the Xbox One launch. And PlayStation, with the PlayStation 4, had a great launch, pretty much flawless, and they were able to capitalize on that. And they were ahead in that generation. That too, Spidey, that's a very good point. They had the upper hand in that console generation. Now, if you look back, they've even lost, not only are they behind there, but they've lost, the power argument. And what I mean by that is the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 5 are not as powerful as the Xbox equivalent. The PlayStation 4 Pro was not as powerful as the Xbox One X, and the PlayStation 5 is not as powerful as the X Series X. And that's a major falter, I believe. And I really do think that if they don't start making some changes, maybe come out with a, kind of mid-launch, a PlayStation 5 Pro or something like that, that is at least as powerful as the Xbox Series X, preferably for their sake, more. I really do think they're going to be in trouble. And if they don't fix this DualSense joystick problem on their controller, they're going to be in trouble. The dashboard issue is a thing as well. If I was a Sony executive, I would do exactly those things. I would hurry and rush the development of something like a PlayStation 5 Pro, or whatever they want to call it, that has more processing power, both CPU and GPU, than what the X Series X has. I would definitely get busy with trying to acquire some gaming studios like Microsoft is doing. Use some of that Sony money to do that. This joystick problem has got to be fixed, and they need a complete redesign, refresh, if not a complete redesign of that PlayStation dashboard, because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So those are my thoughts on PlayStation, kind of where they're at. Yeah, I was a PlayStation person back in the day too, Stacky. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. About the only one I never bought a PS4. I may or may not get a PS5. And the only reason that I would want a PS5 is so I could play Horizon Zero West earlier, instead of having to wait for it to come to PC. That is about the only driving factor for me. And if they change their minds and decide they'll go ahead and release it at the same time for PC, then I have no reason to buy a PS5. So that's that. Not, Wifey says not. So I'm getting shot down on that one. She shot my wheels off already on getting a PS5. So the last segment here, and it's going to be a short one, because we're coming up right on actually we're a little bit over time, but that's okay. For those of you new to the show, I try to keep, since it is a talk show podcast type format, I try to keep it right. I try to keep right about an hour. Sometimes we go over like today, but that's okay. The final thing that I want to talk about today is, and I found this kind of interesting because I did not know that this was going on. Epic Games, which of course, as you know, owns Fortnite, which I blame for ruining the gaming and streaming industry, by the way. Most of you who know me know that. They recently had to crack down and ban betting on match outcomes. Now, I didn't even know this kind. Well, thank you, Spidey. I didn't even know this stuff was going on. But apparently, there were people betting on the outcome of Fortnite matches. And I'm not just talking about like guy, playing Stacky in a match of Fortnite, and guy betting $5 that he can whip Stacky's ass at Fortnite. I'm not saying that. We're talking about people in the Fortnite competitive scene. Fortnite pros were doing this, and it got to be an issue because they were, you can guess it, they were throwing matches, right? Ever since sports has been around, taking a dive or whatever you want to call it has been part of, been part of sports. ever since betting has been around, ever since sports have been around. Pete Rose betting on himself. But the thing about old Pete is he would bet on his team to win too, not just lose. That's where you got to give. That's where you got to give Pete the benefit of the doubt on that. But wifey throwing it down. Even wifey telling Stacky to get a PC. Giant little screenshot that. That is savage. That is totally savage. Wow. I bet Stacky fell out of his lazy boy on that one. Fell plumb out of his lazy boy. So, anyway, these pros were betting on themselves to lose, and then they were throwing the matches. So, Epic came out and said that if they caught anybody doing this, they didn't, care if you were a pro or whatever, you would be banned from Fortnite and banned in competing in these big money tournaments. So I thought that was interesting. And the other interesting thing to this is that when they announced this ban, a lot of these Fortnite pros and whatever, hey, what's up, Big Amish? How you doing, brother? They came out and started the hashtag trending, hashtag RIP Fortnite, saying that the wagering, the betting was the only thing keeping Fortnite alive. They said no more gambling on. Here, I'll just go ahead and show you some of these tweets here. This one is from Clicks, which is a pretty well-known Fortnite pro. Won't be playing or having anything to do with wagers anymore. Just got personally messaged by Epic and was told to stop or will result in a ban. Let's see. This is from Fortnite News. Blah, 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 blah. And anyway, the long and the short of it is that this started a Twitter war, right? Because exactly like Spidey says, these pros were upset and they started that hashtag trending RIP Fortnite. This, that, and the other. Well, there was a groundswell that started from the just regular community. And they started a hashtag trending that actually overtook the RIP Fortnite hashtag, called hashtag Thank You Epic Games, for ending the wagering and bringing honesty back to the game. So that was a really interesting bit of news to me there. And, a little bit of positivity. And I always like to end things, on a positive note if we can. Again, I hate Fortnite, but I thought that was interesting that, just the regular guy got to have their voice heard after that wagering was banned. Pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely, Spidey. Absolutely. All right, guys, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Once again, very good show. Enjoyed it. Again, if you're listening to us via podcast, make sure to check us out on www.twitch.tv/Old Gen New Gen Media. The video on demand is also available on my Twitch channel as well as the YouTube channel. Just search Old Gen New Gen on YouTube. The podcast is available on Amazon, on Audible, on Google Play Podcast Store, and on Spotify. Just search Old Gen, New Gen in all of those places. All right, guys, good night. And Tuesday night, we'll be back. Our friend Skinny Penis will be back with a new video for us. I'm sure he'll have something ridiculous to talk to us about. And we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.